You've heard the headlines, one tulip bulb worth more than a house. It sounds unbelievable, almost like a fairy tale, but it really happened. Imagine living in a world where a single flower could buy you a mansion on a canal, but what really happened during Tulip Mania? Was it just a wild rumor, or did the Dutch truly lose their minds over flowers? Let's travel back to the Dutch Golden Age, a time when the Netherlands was booming with trade, art, and new ideas. It was a place where beauty, greed, and speculation collided in spectacular fashion. In the early 1600s, tulips weren't just rare, they were downright exotic, unlike anything most Europeans had ever seen before. Their vibrant colors and unique patterns made them the ultimate status symbol. Imported from the distant Ottoman Empire, these flowers quickly became a must-have for the Dutch elite. Owning tulips was a way to show off your wealth and taste, and soon everyone who was anyone wanted them. Collectors and gardeners alike scrambled to get tulips into their gardens. Demand exploded almost overnight, and the flower markets became the hottest places in town. Soon, tulips weren't just flowers anymore. They became investments, traded like precious gems or rare works of art. People started buying bulbs not to plant, but to sell for a profit. Here's where things get wild. Prices started to skyrocket, and the excitement was contagious. Everyone wanted in, from wealthy merchants to regular townsfolk. Traders began buying and selling bulbs for truly insane prices. And get this, many of them never even saw the tulips they bought. Deals were made in taverns, on paper, with promises of future delivery. Special striped varieties called broken tulips were especially valuable. Their unique patterns were caused by a virus, making them even rarer and more desirable. Prices soared so quickly that people started selling their houses, their land, sometimes even their businesses just to get in on the action. Some families risked everything, hoping to strike it rich with a single bulb. Imagine risking your entire future for a single flower bulb. The stakes were sky high, and the pressure was intense. But bubbles always burst. No matter how high prices climb, reality eventually sets in. In early 1637, the market suddenly froze. Buyers stopped showing up, and sellers were left desperate, unable to find anyone willing to pay the old prices. Panic set in, and prices collapsed almost overnight. The dream of easy riches turned into a nightmare for many. Fortunes were wiped out in a matter of days. Tulip Mania was over, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams, empty pockets, and lessons that would echo through history. Here's the twist, though. The Dutch economy didn't totally collapse. Life went on, and the country remained a major trading power. Most trades were on paper, not actual delivery. Many people had only promised to buy or sell and never exchanged real bulbs or money. And when the government refused to enforce those contracts, many sellers were just left holding worthless promises, unable to collect what they were owed. Still, a lot of people lost their savings, and trust in the financial system took a serious hit. The scars of Tulip Mania lingered for years. So, why does Tulip Mania still matter? Why do we keep telling this story centuries later? Because it's the ultimate story of a financial bubble, a cautionary tale about what happens when speculation runs wild and prices lose touch with reality. It warns us, when hype and speculation drive prices, reality is bound to catch up. No matter the era, human nature doesn't change. Whether it's crypto, real estate, or the next big thing, the lesson is always the same. The tulip still whispers, be careful what you bet on. Markets can be unpredictable, and fortunes can vanish in a blink. The tulip may be just a flower today, admired for its beauty and color. But in 1637, it changed history, leaving a legacy that still fascinates economists and historians alike. Curious where the tulip story really began? The journey of this flower is just as incredible as the mania it inspired. Check out our next video on the origins of the Dutch tulip trade and see how a simple flower took over the world, one petal at a time.